roll.
I'm gonna roll like this. I'm gonna roll like this. I've been rolling like this. You wanna roll like this? You wanna roll like this?
Okay, so everyone knows your character, Carrie, on Sex and the City, right? And how fashionable she is, is, right? And how much of you is in that? How much of you loves fashion just as much as she does?
I grew up in a house with a mother who really loved beautiful clothing. Couldn't afford it, often made her own dresses. And I think what happened is when I started to do Sex and the City and I was playing Carrie Bradshaw, and she had sort of such a fevered relationship to fashion, I think my affection for all of it just grew.
I feel like we had some parallels, right? My mom also was sewing, and she would sew her own outfits growing up, and she actually sewed my first tennis skirt that I wore for my first tennis match. So I was 14, so
Yeah.
I grew up kind of subconsciously loving fashion, style, and design. Okay, so now we're gonna look at some iconic photos of me and you. So we haven't seen them yet. All right, you ready?
I know what that is. That's us shooting on Fifth Avenue. And it was just a really happy day because we were shooting this title sequence for a new show. And yeah, and you know, I didn't know that it would be meaningful.
Okay, very fitting.
I mean, look at you.
Oh, look at the baby.
Oh my God, you're a baby.
My goodness.
How old, do you recall how old you were?
16 and dangerous with a racket. Reebok.
This is Reebok.
This is Reebok.
So this is one you would have liked.
Yeah, it was a very cool fabric. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen anything like this in sport again or
Can we just talk about the beads for a minute? That was a pretty big deal.
If you were like an African-American kid, you got braids and beads. It had no significance. It was cultural.
You tell me the ways in which you think you reshaped fashion for tennis.
So on the court, I always kind of went towards what felt comfortable. And my first really fashionable outfits were like these cutouts. They had cutouts in the back, and they were like primary colors. I was kind of uncomfortable in those, and the whole crowd would go, ooh.
My guess is probably we weren't feeling what you were feeling on the court. Like we were watching and thinking, wow. Okay, this is a dress. This is from Vivienne Westwood's personal collection.
Ooh.
It was a really big deal, and I bid on this dress. And it just felt great, and I love the color,
So this is your happy place?
Yes.
Vivienne Westwood's your
extremely
happy
happy,
place.
yes,
Got
yes.
it.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah. I find the Met to be very stressful, but this was a great moment, and I was partnering with Lacoste, which is like tennis history, tennis fashion.
Yes.
It's tailored for you.
Yes.
And then the hair is like kind of the beads all over it.
Beautiful.
It was like all these different themes in there. And of course, you've got the polo, which is what Renee Lacoste created. So I'm very happy with it. Thank you so much, Sarah Jessica, for coming and rolling with me.
Thanks for letting me roll with you.